corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. His first carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise the Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy. 23 yards the pick up there.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Throwing on first down is Allen. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. They'll go again here with Akers. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 62 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle, here's Henderson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard gain brings up 2nd and 12.
Middle.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answer the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. He finds, there he goes, left side. 30, past the 20. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 6-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gain is up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Allen off the play fake. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Rams 10.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. They run with Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 18 on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, Stafford. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Stafford. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
10, 22.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Play action. Stafford. Man open is Robinson. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
A little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Touchdown, Bills. A.J. Green, 46 yards. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's out to the flat for Akers. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart. Fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the option, here's Akers. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 28. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down. Now it's the backup Mayfield. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Mayfield on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
13 more yards. That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. On third down, Mayfield. That's complete to Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 27 yards. Complete to Robinson.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run here with Akers. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Henderson running straight ahead. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. From the 3 now, here they come on third and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal. Run.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Once more with Henderson. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line.
A loss of a yard brings up fourth and goal.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Hines. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bills.
They run again with Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. On play action, Allen. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another first and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Green with a catch left side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Rams' 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Hines. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Gain is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Good catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Allen going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll get 34 yards there.
And the Bills first down.
Now it's Hines. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Rams 4-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Flush to his right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll go to P-Ryan trying to pound it in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better?
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That, before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of the newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Bills, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they